What I'm about to tell you today is probably going to make some people really mad. But I really care about you guys, and there are a lot of sharks in the music business. There are a lot of phony people out there. And quite frankly, there's a lot of music business consultants, coaches, artist advisors, all these people doing this music business consulting. And I get it. I know why. I just want to give you some ways that you can sniff out the sharks. How do I know if someone is legit or not? I want to tell you 3 different distinct smells that if a person or an organization or company has all 3 of these smells, you probably want to run from them. The first smell, the first trait of a shark in the music business is they make these big outlandish claims. They make these big outlandish claims, promises and guarantees. And it's really, if nothing else, it's really the guarantees that really concern me. Guaranteed streams, guaranteed this. We're gonna introduce you to the A&R of such and such, or the head of such and such, and maybe he'll want to sign you a deal or something or whatever. And a lot of times, people love to talk up all this hype and talk the talk, but what are they actually going to do, and what are they actually obligated to do for you? So the first smell to watch out for, the first trait, is to look out for people making these big outlandish promises and guarantees. Because honestly, most of the top guys in the music industry that we've either worked with or we have a relationship with who are actually doing real things, they don't make guarantees. They don't usually make big outlandish promises. They have a way of doing things, and they have the way that they've been doing things that has gotten results many times, but there usually is no guarantee. So if there's guarantees or promises, you probably that are really big, you probably want to run from that. And this includes Spotify playlisting, by the way. Entertainment groups, labels, I don't care who you are. If you're making big outlandish promises and guarantees, that's usually a red flag. Not always, but it's usually a red flag more often than not. The second trait or smell I want to point out to you guys is someone who is leaning on past credits, or they worked with such and such 10, 15, 20 years ago, versus leveraging and leaning on their recent results that they've actually helped clients achieve. This one is big, guys. This one is really big. There's a lot of people in this industry who love to lean on credits. I worked with such and such, 20 years ago or 10 years ago, and, I can help you with X, Y, and Z. And maybe they can. Maybe they actually really can help you with X, Y, Z. But if they're leaning heavily on their credits or their awards or who they know, or who they used to work with years ago, versus actually showing you what results they've helped people get recently, to me, that's a big red flag. And a lot of people are doing this in the music industry. A lot of people. The third trait or smell of a shark in the music business that I want to point out to you is they tend to use this very hypey language that gets you excited, but they usually can't explain their process or what steps they're going to take with you. They usually can't. They're usually ambiguous about how they're going to help you achieve the big thing, right? So there's usually ambiguity in their process. That can be a red flag sometimes. Now, some programs and services and experts in the music industry, they do have certain black boxes that they can push buttons on and pull levers in. But in general, they should be able to kind of outline for you what their process is and what milestones they want to try to take you through. But these are the 3 big things I wanted to just point out to you to look out for. The first one is, they make these big outlandish promises and guarantees. That's red flag number 1. The second one is they focus on their credits or who they used to work with many years ago, but they don't show you current client results that are of recent. That's the second red flag. And the third red flag is they use all this hypey language that gets you excited. It sounds cool, but what does it actually mean? It's usually ambiguous, and they don't give you a good description of their process or the steps they will take with you. So be careful out there, guys. There's a lot of people who want to take advantage of you, and there's a lot of people who want to take advantage of ignorant, newer artists in the industry. And it breaks my heart, honestly, that people do this. This is part of the reason why Wes and I actually feel called to do what we're doing with artists, helping them hands-on in their careers, because there's just so much bullcrap out there, guys. I'm just going to be real with you. There's so much bullcrap out there, and I'm sick and tired of seeing all of these poor artists like fall into the trap. Oh, well, if I work with this person because they have this credit or they won that award, maybe I can have that same success too. Oh, it just doesn't really work that way, guys. It just doesn't work that way.